All right, the function f of x equals 850 times 0.70x represents value of the computer each year. After purchase, what did 850 and 0.70 represent? 850 is the initial cost of the computer. .70, it's less than 1, so it is a decay by, and if we did 1 minus 0.70, we would get 0.3 or 30, so that's 30%. So each year it's going to be 30% less than it was the year before. Identify and interpret meaning of this exponential. So our A value is 9580, so initial $95.80, and then the growth, because it's greater than 1, and now let's find the rate. So let's do 1.05 minus 1, and we just get 0.05. So the rate is going to be 5%. All right, number 9. I'm going to answer this, and I want you guys to try number 10. So number 9 says the function f of x equals 100 times 2 to the x represents certain bacteria population every hour. What do the 100 and the 2 represent? So 100, that is the initial number of the bacteria. So it's starting out with 100 cells. And what does the 2 represent? This is going to be, it's growing. That's the growth factor with a rate of, and 2 is more than 1, so subtract 1 to find the rate. We get 1, 1, 2. So it's growing by 100%. It's basically doubling every hour. Now, I'm going to read the information, then I want you to answer what this one is. Number 10 says the function f of x equals 500 times 1.18 to the x represents the population of a school of fish each month. What do the 500 and the 118 represent? Write your answer, push pause on the video here, and then push play after you have your answer down, okay? Push pause now. Okay, so the 500, that's our A value, so that's going to be your initial fish amount. So you've got 500 fish. 1.18, well, it's above 1, so it's a growth by, and let's find how much that rate was. So subtract 1.18, so it's going to be 18%. So every month, the school of fish, they're going to have more little fishies, and they're going to go up by 18%. All right, I'm going to work number 11. I want you guys to try 12. So number 11. Actually, go ahead and work both of these, 11 and 12. Push pause on the video until you worked them both out, and then push play when you're ready to see the answers. So push pause now. Okay, so number 11 says, identify and interpret the meaning of A and B in this exponential. Well, A is the front value, so it means we start with 389 of whatever that item is. Now, 0.98 is decay because it's less than 1, And when we do 1 minus 0.98, should be 0.02. So it's losing 2% each time. All right, if you haven't answered number 12, push pause. If you've already answered, you can just let the video run. So if you haven't answered this, push pause now. Okay, number 12 says the function f of x equals 57500 times 1.03 to the x represents the population of a small town over time. What do those values represent? Well, remember, this is your A, this is your initial value, so that is the starting population. And then 1.03, it's greater than 1, so it is a growth. And the rate is, when I subtract from 1, I get 0.03, so that's going to be 3%. All right, now I'm going to go over what you need to do on your assignment. So here's your assignment. There's 10 questions, there's 8 questions, 1 through 8, and each question has 3 parts. So here's how you're going to answer it. First question will say, does this represent a growth or decay? So you look at this value. Then when it says, what's your initial value, you look at the beginning, what you started, what's the rate of growth or decay. Sometimes you can initially see that rate. Sometimes it is hidden, and you're going to have to either add 1 or subtract from 1 to see which it is. So this goes just with the other notes we finished. If you have questions on how to do it, look at the other notes. But make sure to answer all 3. Is it a growth? Is it a decay? What did you start with? And what is that rate? Make sure to list your rates as a percentage, okay? Good luck on your assignment.